Welcome back. I am so pleased to be joined now by the chairman and CEO of Virgin Records US, Jason Flom. How are you?
I'm great. I mean, I'm not too excited about following Ken Edelman. I mean, this guy's out here studying Freud's study of Mahler and talking about saving the world in North Korea and Iran, and I'm trying not to fall off the Highland Bowl, you know.
Hey, so, you've been doing a lot of important work. You've been playing hockey while you've been here,
yeah,
snowboarding.
I mean, well, I'm out here. I'm like the international spokesperson for Jews doing things that Jews shouldn't be doing, you know. I mean, between hiking, the bowl, and snowboarding, and playing ice hockey, maybe I was adopted. I don't know.
You're like, what happened?
Yeah,
my parents like to continuously remind me I shouldn't be doing those things.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, like I said, following Ken Edelman, I mean, he's such a brilliant, erudite guy. I mean, I feel like if I had an agent, I'd fire him just on the basis of that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do bad placement.
Yeah, next time let's talk about it
All
first.
Right, that's fair, that's fair. As chairman and CEO of Virgin Records, you've had a phenomenal career. You actually were at Atlantic before that, but you've been responsible for people like Matchbox 20, I mean, Kid Rock. You're the man behind Kid Rock?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm making my parents very proud right now, I'm sure. You know, I think they had other ideas for me. But, yeah, Kid Rock's story is really a great story. You know, one of our A&R guys, which is the guys that find the talent scouts, when I was back at Lava Records, which was my company.
That you founded.
Right. He brought me the CD, and it's this crazy wild rap guy, and I thought, you know, he was rap, he was rock. I didn't know what to make of it. I said,
he was white.
Yeah, so he went out to Cleveland to see him, which is funny because he's from Detroit, and he came back and he said, you know, he said, Jason, there was only 40 people there, but he comes out of a coffin to start the show. He's got this midget on stage cursing and rapping with him, and he says, I think there's something there. I said, you know what, let's go to Detroit. And we flew out there, and we saw, he did a remarkable show at the State Theater, and there were, it was a wild scene. And later on, we had a meeting at a disco, in the basement of a disco at 2:30 in the morning, where we discussed his direction, his musical direction, everything. And he wound up recording a couple songs and sending it to me, which was Somebody's Got to Feel This, and I Got One For You. And I listened to those once. He actually name-checked me, and I got one for you, which was pretty clever.
Oh, very cool.
And I listened to him once, and I said, you know what? I'll give you whatever you want. We got to make a deal.
Wow.
And we made a deal on the phone.
Now, were you surprised and shocked by the breakup of him and Pamela?
I was hoping you weren't going to ask me that.
I gotta do the hard-hitting questions, Jason.
Well, you know, what can I say? You know, I don't know what to say about that. I like both of them very much, and I wish them the best. That's all I could say. How's that for a diplomatic answer?
That's very diplomatic.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you know, you get married in a bikini, it doesn't always work out.
I didn't wear a bikini at my wedding, only because I didn't think of it. You know.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. What do you look for, or what is, you know, now Virgin look for in a burgeoning artist? Like, there's such an eclectic music scene out there right now. What kind of gives you that spark that you had when you saw Kid Rock?
I don't know. Can you sing?
No.
This is your chance. Bust it out.
Wouldn't that be awesome if I was like, yeah, actually,
Well, this would be
audition.
historic if you busted it out right now. Plum TV, right? Well, come
Yeah.
on, that would be.
We
you
can
want to talk
sign
about
you
something
by
listed?
the
Yeah,
end
there's
of-
another Wall Street Journal story right there.
Exactly.
No, what do I look for? I look for, you know, star quality. I like to find artists that are larger than life. That when they walk in a room, in a crowded room, everyone goes, "Who's that?" Even if they don't know who it is, they go, "Wow, who's that? Who's that person?" I want to, like, you know. Girls want to be with them, guys want to, you know, or the other way around, you know, could be a girl or a guy. But so I look for that, and of course, then it becomes the singer and the song. I mean, the most important things are the singer and the song. It's something that was always said about country music, but it's really true in all kinds of music. But again, for me, you know, going back to the early days when I was signing Twisted Sister, I mean, I always look for larger-than-life characters, and that's what attracted me to the music business in the first place. You know, growing up listening and seeing Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith and, you know, the Stones, and, you know, it seemed like every week at Madison Square Garden there was another icon that you could just sit there and go, I want to be that guy. I want, like, how does that, you know, you just, so that fascination is what led me into the music business. And, you know, I mean, obviously I still haven't grown up. I dress like this.
I like the t-shirt. The Kiss t-shirt's awesome.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of larger-than-life characters, have you seen Nikki Sixx running around the streets of Aspen?
I have not.
He has been.
Well, yeah, because, you know, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm up on the mountain, so I don't really run into anybody. You know, my idea of a good day here is hike the bowl, snowboard, try not to hit any trees, play hockey, get a massage, and fall asleep.
I like your days.
And there's some family stuff mixed in there. I don't want to. I sound like an absentee dad. I probably have the Department of Child Services or whatever looking for me, right? They're like, this guy's not going to pay attention to his kids. Maybe somebody else should. Oh, they're watching. Hi, you guys.
Like, everything's good. Everything's good.
Sorry, it's okay. Don't worry, no one's coming. It's okay.
You mentioned the Wall Street Journal article on Plum, which we truly appreciate because you were in there because you have recently become an investor in Plum, which we more than appreciate. Tell us why. I mean, do you see larger-than-life characters or something in Plum? What drew you to us?
That's funny. Well, Plum. What I like about Plum is that Plum TV is a station that, whether you're a local or not, you can enjoy it. And if you're not a local, you can feel like a local. All you need to do is show up, check into whatever hotel, or stay with your friends, turn on Plum TV, and you feel like a local. You know what's going on in town. You find out what's going on at the Belly Up. We'll give Michael Goldberg a shout out. Which is always great. Immediately, you know the things that you want to be doing. Even if you don't go do them, you can act like you're going to go do them, and you can talk to people and be like, hey, I'm like Aspen local guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or girl. So it's really fun for that. You get immediate access to the weather and other happenings. I mean, this morning I turned it on and I found out that the World Snowball Championships had just happened. The World Snowball Throwing Championships just happened in Japan. Now, how would I have gotten through my day if I didn't know that?
Have you ever seen those snowballs, Jason?
They look deadly.
They're perfect.
They're perfect, yeah.
They're like exactly round.
They're like little round projectile things that you could really do some damage with.
They would leave a mark, for
Yeah,
sure.
they would leave a mark. And by the way, kids, wear goggles if you're going to have snowball fights. Very important.
Maybe even a helmet.
How was that? That's like more of a Sesame Street thing than a Plum TV thing, but what can I say?
You're right.
What makes it all together? So Plum is really an exciting thing because it's the local culture. And it makes so much sense. I mean, why would you turn on anything else other than Plum? I mean, I turned on one channel this morning and it's got Hussein with the thing running, and I said, I don't really want to watch this at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why they're showing that at all.
You won't find that on Plum.
No. Plum's more of an up with people thing, and I like that.
Well, we totally appreciate your support. Obviously, we appreciate you coming on board with us. And please, will you always stop by the show when you're here in town?
Anytime you need me, I'm here.
I appreciate that.
Just don't make me follow any more brilliant intellectuals like that Ken Edelman guy, will you? Because
I promise.
It'll make me look bad.
Next time you'll be after, the guy from the dog shelter or something.
And he's doing a noble thing as well. So anyway.
He's mad at me.
Exactly. Now you got everybody mad at you, or me. So anyway.
Last thing, what are you doing for the new year?
For the new year, I will probably be asleep before New Year rolls around, which would mark my 15th year in a row sleeping through. Yeah, I mean, who could stay up that late? Between the fresh air and the snowboarding and it's like I don't know. Midnight me, I don't see it.
I gotta tell you, it's kind of my plan too. I respect that.
And I don't drink, so what am I going to do? There's nothing,
Yeah, and this is not the night to be out. It's kind of amateur hour in town.
It's amateur hour, and you can only drink so many Diet Cokes, and finally you go, you know what, it's bedtime.
My stomach hurts.
Thank you.
Jason, thank you so much for coming by. Thanks for all your support of Plum, and we'll see you very soon.
Great.
All right, we'll be back with a whole lot more Morning, Noon, and Night Show from the historic Hotel Jerome in just a few minutes.